Welcome into this Vegas Nation post-game edition here. Cassie Soto and Sam Gordon joining you. Sam, the Raiders coming away with a 31-26 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers. Talk about playing until the final whistle blows. Sam, is Isaiah Johnson getting a game ball today?
What a game, Cassie. What a game. I mean, it comes down to literally the final play, right? I mean, back and forth, like we talked about on the pregame show, right? Shootout, high-scoring game, a lot. Offense is making plays, defense is making plays, and the biggest plays of the game were made by, like you said, Isaiah Johnson, who on back-to-back fade routes does just enough to disrupt Chargers receivers in the corner of the end zone, break up those completions, those would-be completions, and save the game for the Raiders. It was a cardiac kind of finish. And the Raiders are 5-3. The Raiders are 5-3. They are squarely in the playoff race. They did what they needed to do. They quite literally made one more play than the Chargers today, and that's what it came down to.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about the run game here, Sam. It was the bread and butter versus the Browns, and they did it again today. Both Devontae Booker, Josh Jacobs getting into the end zone, Derek Carr using his feet as well. We saw that guy fly even. This game was just really jam-packed with action.
It certainly was. And you talk about that run game, Cassie. I thought it was the second straight week. You know, we know what they did last week against the Browns, going over 200 yards, their season high. And I thought a really, really productive effort by the running game again this week. You get 26 carries for 160 yards. They balance that around. Booker goes 8 carries, 68 yards, the touchdown in the first quarter. And then Josh Jacobs, 14 carries for 65 yards. He gets a touchdown. Derek Carr, 2 carries, 14 yards. They really, I thought, carried the team, especially in that first half there. And you're finally seeing the seeds of some balance. I want to credit the offensive line, right? Again, makeshift offensive line. No Trent Brown. No Richie Incognito. No Colton Miller. He misses the first game of his career. We know he was a game-time decision. He didn't play, and the offensive line did what it needed to do. It made plenty of holes for those running backs and kept Derek Carr clean for most of the afternoon.
Yeah, this game came down to the defense, though, Sam. We already highlighted Isaiah Johnson. The defense getting 2 sacks today. They came into to this game with 7 on the season. They got 2 alone today. They picked up a big recovery, a botched punt. Defense, how much credit do you have to give them from today's game?
I mean, today, Cassie, was bend but don't break, right? I don't think they played particularly well, but they made plays when they had to. Timely. I think a huge play in that game. Chargers are going into tie. They need a 2-point conversion. Justin Herbert comes off the field. Tyrod Taylor comes in just for that one play. It's kind of a broken play. Looks like he has some room scrambling out to his left. And Nick Kwiatkowski, who we talked about this morning on the pregame show, comes up and stands up Tyrod Taylor. They get in there, Cassie. It's 28-28. Raiders kick the field goal, 31-28. The Chargers can tie instead of having to go for the touchdown. And we're probably watching overtime right now, not doing this post-game show. So a number of timely plays, the 2 by Johnson, the 2 sacks, the stop on the 2-point conversion, recovering that muff punt, allows them to kick a field goal, make it so the Chargers need to drive the length of the field for a touchdown. They came up with the plays when they needed to. They did what they had to do. Justin Herbert did his thing. He got loose, over 300 yards again. The 2 touchdown passes, but no interceptions. He played well, but not well enough. The Raiders defense holds and makes the plays when they need to.
How confident are you, Sam, in saying that this is one of the more well-rounded games of football you've seen the Raiders play?
I'm pretty confident in that for sure. I mean, especially given the quality of an opponent like the Chargers, who have one of the league's most explosive offenses, second in the league in yards per game coming into the game. The Raiders got timely plays from Derek Carr. He was excellent, I thought, especially in that third quarter with the 2 touchdown passes, a couple bombs, one to Aguilar and one to Renfro to lead the 2 touchdown passes there. And then the running game, like we talked about, and then the defense with the key plays. I mean, you're not going to play perfect football ever. That doesn't happen. But what you got was contributions from all 3 phases. You got the recovery on special teams. You got the passing game and the running game going simultaneously at times, and then the defense making plays when they needed to.
What kind of verbal lashing do we think John Gruden is going to get Derek Carr? We got to talk about this dive one more time. He told him to slide, and here he goes diving in the air. This guy's a hurdler now?
I guess so. Yeah, one thing you cannot question about Derek Carr, I mean, he's endured his fair share of criticism over the years, but this guy is a competitor, and he has been awesome this year, Cassie. He has been fantastic. 2 more touchdowns today. That was a huge play, that third down conversion where he goes airborne and gets that first down. That was crucial, keeping that drive alive, allowing them to drive and ultimately finish for a touchdown. And he's in the midst of it. He's playing MVP caliber football. I don't know if he's in that conversation because of the Patrick Mahomes, the Russell Wilsons, the Aaron Rodgers, the Kyler Murrays of the world. But he is playing at that kind of level, an elite level this season. I think he's been one of the best 6 or 7 quarterbacks this year, and he continued that today. And you don't want to see your quarterback take that kind of risk, but that's who Derek Carr is. He wants to win these games, and he's willing to put his body on the line to do so.
Oh, he definitely made it a very exciting game for us to watch and to talk about. Sam, thank you so much. Once again, the Raiders coming away with a 31-26 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers, now 5-3 on the record. Sam, thank you.
Appreciate it, Cassie. Thank you.
For more on the Raiders, go ahead and head on over to vegasnation.com for all of your post-game wrap-ups. Thanks so much.